It seems that nowadays, the only thing a company needs to thrive is to belong to a celebrity. And so sometimes their brandings just leave something to be desired.
No.
So today I'm going to redesign Celebrities Brand inside of Photoshop and send it to them. Hopefully we'll get some responses. First up is Gal Gadot's brand, Goodles. The name is a mix of Gooder and noodles, and it's supposed to mean better noodles, I guess. The branding is super colorful and playful, so I think I want to stick to this. I'll redesign the Chetty Mac because it sounds very nice. Let's get rid of the original design and create a new logo. I'll write Goodles and give it a nice font. Then I'll add a few layer style effects and bend the text a little bit. To make it easier for myself, I'll create a flat rectangle where I can design, before warping it all at the end. I want to make a cutout that allows you to see the content of the box. And what better shape to show the macaronis inside than one giant macaroni. I'll put macaroni texture inside, and behind the cutout, to illustrate the taste, I'll place a block of cheddar cheese. I'll make them cast a shadow on the background, and while I'm at it, I'll also add an inner shadow and a reflection to the cutout. Celebrities always tell you that confidence is key. I don't really have a portfolio or design experience, but today's video is kind of like walking into an audition unprepared and hopefully getting the part. Even though the block of cheddar helps you guess the flavor, we have to write it on the box. So I'll make a rectangle and write Chetty Mac inside. Then I'll write creamy cheddar and macaroni, just like on the original packaging.
Nice job, team.
You might have noticed that it's pretty hard to read, so after playing around with the colors already present on the design, I landed on this combination. All that was left to do was indicating the nutriments. Pretty good technique to make it seem healthy. Oh, and add the weight, which would make more sense just in grams, because what the hell is an ounce? So I guess now all I gotta do is send it to her.
Dear Gal, your noodles are cool and all, but you know what would make them even gooder? This design. That's sent.
Our next design is The Rock's Zoa, or at least it was supposed to be. But I didn't really have any ideas for it, so instead let's redesign Fistable. Before anyone writes a comment about how he's not a celebrity, this guy has 371 million subscribers on YouTube. He even has 66 million subscribers on Instagram, which is more than Robert Downey Jr. But if all of this didn't convince you, well, he voiced a character in Kung Fu Panda 4. So it's gotta be a celebrity, right? Anyways, Fistable is the pinnacle of Celebrities Brand. It literally says Mr. Beast on the packaging, and the colors are the same as his logo. So I think we should go the opposite direction. Let's import the peanut butter Fistable chocolate bar and make it brown. Then I'll write Fistable and make it look like it's written on the chocolate. After that, I'll break the chocolate bar in two to reveal the peanut butter. I'll also paint some shadows. Then I want to write the flavor, and I want it to look like it's written with peanut butter. Ooh, would you look at that? The perfect font. I wrote peanut butter and gave it layer style to make it shiny like peanut butter. I'm gonna be honest with you, things are not looking good. I didn't hear back from Gal Gadot, and I'm only onto the sound design when this video is supposed to come out in a couple days. At this rate, it doesn't really feel like it's gonna go anywhere. But I guess I gotta keep trying. Now, you might be thinking that Fistable isn't all that easy to read, and you'd be right. So let's make it peanut butter color. We're just missing the weight, 60 grams. And there we go. I really like my redesign because it's exactly the opposite of a celebrity brand. It's simple, and I think pretty unusual as well. And it doesn't feel related to Mr. Beast at all.
Yo, Jimmy, love your chocolate, but you know what would be a beast of a design? This.
Robert Downey Jr. I just recently heard about his coffee brand Happy, and I'm not a fan of the branding. I think we can do better. First of all, let's give this box a label. I think labels are a great composition tool, and in this case, it's gonna help us structure our informations. I'll copy all the text from the original packaging, and I don't think we'll keep all of it, because it's a bit much. But let's start with Happy. It's a text and a logo, but honestly, it feels plain and flat and kinda boring. So I'm gonna get a nice playful font. I think it will look better capitalized. Then we can apply the liquefied filter, and it looks really cool.
Woo! Yeah!
Out of all of this text, I think the most important might be dark roast. So I'll draw a box and write it inside. I definitely need a more neutral secondary font for this, and that'll do. I'll also round the corners so that it looks less sharp and more friendly. Then we need to add the weight, and it might be a good idea to specify that this is ground coffee. Now is the hardest part. I want to represent coffee on the label to make it clear that it's a box of coffee. Originally, I wanted to make a vintage mascot shaped like a mug, but it didn't look good.
What the heck?
Instead, I thought about replacing one of the P's of the logo by a coffee bean. I got a coffee bean icon on Google and erased the P. Then I roughly changed the shape of the letters around it and traced them properly with the pen tool. These are the two versions. I think I might like the one without the coffee bean better, but tell me what you think. Anyways, it's time to sand it.
Robert, do you know what would make me truly happy? For your coffee to look like this. Sand.
I didn't hear back from anyone yet, and I'm supposed to upload this video tomorrow. But there is one last thing I want to try. I think I have a better logo for you.